Bloons TD6. It's the game where monkeys pop balloons, and when it comes to the monkeys, there are a lot of them. A lot of them do different things, they use different types of weapons, and they have different strengths, and generally, some are just better than others. Some of them will get black borders a lot easier, and as someone who has completed every single black border at the game, I would like to show to you what I think are the top 3 and top worst towers that you should try using in your game next time, and not. Some of them, as you can see, are clearly better or worse than others, so let's take a look. Let's start this exploration by looking at the first tower that you should use, so the third best, and that's going to be the Perma Charge. The Perma Charge is just great because it is an overall great tower. Overall, it has great damage, pierce, and range, and not too much of each, which is something that a lot of towers don't really have. And having this nice, good balance, a jack of all trades, is something that you just don't get often in BTD6, and something that people don't really look for, which is why I highly recommend using it. The Perma Charge is not only simple to use, but strong, and it was a strategy that I saw a lot of people using in the past, but it's fallen off recently in popularity, and it shouldn't. The third worst is going to be the Crossbow Master, and I know that a lot of people are going to be really angry in the comments over this, but just face it. It's a weak and flimsy addition to your defense, and it's just so much better to save up for something that has some great potential to help out your defense in a positive way. It's weak on hard maps, especially like these expert maps, and if you're experienced, you'll know that this guy has terrible cleanup, and when the maps are short, he is not going to do well. Although Crossbow Master may not be one of the weakest in the games, Crossbow Master is indeed surely overused and overrated. This is why you generally should just avoid Crossbow Master. The second best tower has got to be the Moab Eliminator. The Moab Eliminator is extremely strong and underrated because people think it only is used for killing mobs, but in reality, it is so much better and far better than you think. In this example, I'm destroying Dark Castle Chimps with just Moab Eliminator, and here I'm going to be showing you why pro BTD6 players, like this pro BTD6 player, is using Moab Eliminator. This is an example of just a Moab Eliminator, a level 20 Striker Jones, and a village completely destroying round 98, and I bet you didn't know this could be done with just this one tower. If you take a look at pro BTD6 players' gameplay, you're going to be noticed that they are all using Moab Eliminator, and this is for very good reason. Even so, you can check out this guy who was really bad at the game, but when he started using Moab Eliminator, he got so many black borders.
I used to be terrible at this game and never got black borders, but when I started using Moab Eliminator, I became a pro. Slay bestie, get that BTD riz.
On the other hand, the second worst tower has got to be the Megalodon. This guy is just the opposite of Moab Eliminator because, like you, he sucks. Unlike all of the other magic towers, the Megalodon just cannot keep up, and for an extremely hefty price, he's just not that good. As you can see, even the world's best BTD6 player, whose ISAB made a video on why the Megalodon is really bad, and the accompanying gameplay behind is just footage of me using it and struggling to really hard rounds with this. Even ISAB says the Megalodon sucks, and this is a surefire way of saying that you shouldn't use him too. Just look at this. Other really good towers like Prince of Darkness would be destroying easy rounds like round 3 here, but the Megalodon just cannot keep up, struggling on ceramics. It takes so much time just to target so few balloons, and in that meantime, it's very possible for something like a DDT just to slip by. In fact, just give up if you're using Megalodon. Try using an actually good tower next time, like the best tower, which is Finn. Now, Finn is a very rare tower. You're not going to see him very often. In fact, you may have never seen him because he's an old promotion for BTD Adventure Time that you can only get in BTD6 if you played BTD6 and BTD Adventure Time at a very high level of skill. Because of this, unlike all the other towers in the game, you aren't going to see this in ranked gameplay, which means that you're really never going to see it because only the OG pros have it, and this tower is banned in Chimps mode and ranked bosses, but it's super strong. Which is why I might as well mention this tower on this list, because chances are a lot of people have never seen it. But let's move on to the worst tower that you should avoid, and this is Essex County, New Jersey. Now, the only real ability that this guy has is the Angry Driver ability, and this is just not that good. It's weak compared to a lot of other towers, and for the super expensive price of $78,000, you can only end up getting 3 avocado toast upgrades before you're going to have to spend more money lobbying to get better upgrades. For example, you can see here a shitty tower versus a good tower, which is going to be the Maryland tower. So yeah, this is the list that I made of the top 3 best and worst towers that you should avoid. If you want to check out another video that I made, I have some pretty cool videos here too. They're almost as informative, but anyways, happy April Fools. Bye.